This week's 10-minute technique, we're going over uppercuts. Now we're lumping two completely different punches together because I just said uppercuts, plural. There's a lead uppercut and a rear uppercut, and they're completely different. They're as different as a jab is to a lead hook. So in under 10 minutes, we're gonna review both of these punches. What I call punch number 4 is your rear uppercut. I always deem punch number 1 the jab, number 2 the straight, 3 the hook, 4 is the rear uppercut, 5 is the lead uppercut. So real quick, punch number 4. My hands are up in my basic stance. Before I throw my right uppercut, I'm gonna drop my right arm slightly. I'm not gonna wind up. I'm gonna drop it slightly. I'm gonna rotate from the floor up. My right foot rotates, my right knee, my hip, my shoulder follows through, then my arm follows through. I'll do it about half speed. This is my rear uppercut. You'll see from the ground up, I'm rotating. It's the same rotation as I do on punch number 2, my straight. So number 2 and number 4, the right uppercut, have the same rotation, just the angle of attack is different. I can throw this right uppercut to my opponent's chin, to the solar plex, their ribs. The lower I punch, the more I bend my knees. That's with all punches. On the heavy bag here, this is a great bag, this aqua bag. The angle is great for uppercuts. I love all different shapes and size heavy bags. It's just great to uppercut a bag that's shaped like a teardrop. So punch number 4, I'm rotating from the ground up. It's important to keep your lead hand against your face. When I'm throwing uppercuts, that means I'm in close. Either because I close distance or my opponent close distance. Either way, I'm in a vulnerable range where I could be hit just as easily as I can hit them. So when my right hand is punching, my left hand is pulling to my cheekbone. Even if I was fighting with my lead hand down, the minute I begin punching, the hand that's not punching must come up to block one side of my face. A few more times, punch number 4. Now punch number 5, the lead uppercut is actually mechanically very different. On punch number 5, I'm gonna drop my weight forward slightly. On number 4, my weight is fairly evenly distributed. On 5, lead uppercut, my weight drops forward about 10% more than for the center point. My shoulder comes over my knee. It doesn't move past my knee, but it comes over it almost lined up. I'm gonna drive my hip forward. I'm gonna pop my hip and my knee and my shoulder forward. My rear hand would be up here. When I throw punch number 5, there's 2 ways to do it. I've seen it taught and executed both ways. I'm gonna show you both really quick and tell you which one I prefer. Some people throw number 5 without rotating the lead leg. They drop their weight forward, they pop their hip, and they generate power simply from driving with their hip and the strength of their thigh and their glute. That's the way I prefer. Other people like to rotate into number 5, like they do on number 3, the hook. I actually don't like that way. For me, it doesn't make sense. If I'm rotating like I do on a left hook, I feel like my energy is shooting this way, but my punch is going this way. I'm taking the same energy, and now I'm splitting it. Now, I'm not a physics professor or anything, but it just kind of makes sense to me that all my energy should shoot in the same direction rather than split the energy. It's not really right or wrong, it's more of a difference of opinion in boxing. Pretty much if you crack a person on the jaw really hard with any punch, you're probably gonna hurt them. But I personally get more power and maximum power and have better balance and leverage when I don't rotate into punch number 5, my lead uppercut. Watch it again. I drop my weight forward, I pop my hip forward, boom, and I come from underneath. On the bag a few times. Now I'll go 4s and 5s, and you'll see the weight distribution is different. And in under 10 minutes, those are your uppercuts.